She packed my bags last night, pre-flight, 0 hour, 9 a.m. I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. I miss the earth so much, I miss my wife. It's lonely out in space on such a timeless flight. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man. Rocket man burning out his fuse up here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man. Rocket man burning out his fuse up here alone. Mars ain't the kind of place to raise your kids. In fact, it's cold as hell, and there's no one there to raise them. If you did, and all this science I don't understand, just my job 5 days a week. Rocket man, rocket man. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man. Rocket man burning out his fuse up here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man. Rocket man burning out his fuse up here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Shout out! Thank you, friends, so much for joining us for another Sugar Lime Blue Sunday shout out. This is Dave. I'm Ashley of Sugar Lime Blue, and this Sunday shout out is going out to Tim741B. Tim, we hope you enjoy your shout out. We'll see everybody next week with another one. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell after you subscribe so you never miss a shout out. We'll see you next week with another one. Shout out.
What about Tim741A?
Well, he hasn't left a comment or subscribed to us yet, but Tim741B, you're
go?
in. They say
So I've always liked Elton John.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that maybe besides the Beatles, he was one of my earliest music listens, that kind of drew me in.
Yeah. I think he's one of the performers that I took note of his performance style over just his music. He does a show, the outfits, the outfits that he wears, the energy that he puts out for a live show. I just really respected the whole persona, not just the music, though the music has been super duper excellent.
So for a long time, I think almost most of all of his songs, Bernie Taupin was a songwriter with him, so they wrote together.
This one. Yeah.
Yeah, Bernie Taupin and Elton John wrote together. And of course Sir Elton John, I guess, right?
Yeah, Sir.
Knighted Sir Elton.
Yeah.
So I always liked, there was always the comparison between Elton John and Billy Joel.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, because they're piano
I guess because they're both piano-based
songwriters,
and there was always the comparison, just much like the Rolling Stones or the Beatles, or Billy Joel or Elton John, and it's funny people fall in one camp.
I know, I find it a little disconcerting because I have always been of the opinion that music is there to be enjoyed and not necessarily compete with one another. And again, I liken music to food. One night you might want a certain sort of a dish, like a lasagna or something, and another night you might want tacos, but that doesn't mean you like lasagna less because you want tacos today.
Of course.
So I feel the same way about music, that it's not competitive so much in my mind and heart.
Of course it's
but
not.
It's more of a conglomeration that you allow in.
I think some people do make it competitive, but then who's the best guitar player? No.
Sorry. People make it competitive.
I think people make it competitive, but there's going to be preferences.
Absolutely, there's personal taste.
I prefer Elton John.
There's people that don't like lasagna, though I've not met any of them.
I prefer Elton John, but as far as the Rolling Stones and the Beatles, I prefer them both. For different reasons.
I think a lot of it has to do with the songwriting style and also your mood while you're listening to the music. So Rocket Man, for instance, I find to be extremely melancholy. And while reading up on it, I found that it was thought to be the answer to Space Odyssey, Bowie's Space Odyssey.
Interesting.
So it was kind of a call and response sort of a thing there, which I have found in some of my music. I am inspired by other people's music and I write the answer to their song. For instance, and I know we wrote the song together, but from my perspective, oh, darn it, one of our songs, it was the answer to Broke Down Palace.
Okay.
Or it was inspired by Broke Down Palace by the Grateful Dead, Gypsy River.
Okay.
So while it's not a direct correlation there, it's kind of wanting to take the story from a different perspective or to offer a retelling in a different way.
Sure.
So this was from the astronaut's perspective based on the story and on the answer to Space Odyssey.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting.
Well, that was our take, right?
Yeah.
So.
I wore my Puppy in Space shirt for our spacey song.
Is his name Rocket? The dog?
Not that I'm aware of. It can be, though. Can be. And you're wearing a super cool shirt today, too.
Wearing the tie-dye you made me.
I did make it.
Just like all of our band tie-dyes that you can pick up on sugarlimeblue.com.
Yeah, I will be making a new batch of those soon, too. So I'm open to custom doing some orders. I do. You can see what types of folds we do on the website, sugarlimeblue.com. Merch.